yeah, there was a lot of things I just didn't expect. Plus, what's his name? What's the brother's name?
Ben.
No,
Ben
the brother. No, the Russian brother. I said the brother. You said
Vladimir.
Ben. So hilarious. The brother's name. He says Ben.
Yeah,
the
well,
black,
that's the brother. You know, I want to slide into just slide right into it.
All right, I'm ready.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Chris.
I'm Chris.
We're the Doublemint twins. Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm excited to do another reaction video with you guys. How you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing well. It's a nice day today, man.
Yes, sir.
It's starting to get warm. We're supposed to get snow next week. Did you know that?
Yeah, I believe it. It's Pittsburgh weather.
Exactly.
It's Pittsburgh spring. So today it's I think maybe in the high 60s, maybe low 70s, a little bit of sun. It's not 50s.
But that's summertime for anybody here in Pittsburgh.
Even I was
I'm sure there's people out there in t-shirts.
Oh, they're out there in shorts right now.
I'm sure there is.
These sickos.
What are we watching today?
That's Pittsburgh weather. We're watching Daredevil season 1, episode 6. Yeah. We went online, looked up a couple of lists, found lists of the top episodes, Daredevil season 1, and the earliest one of those episodes was episode 6. So that's where we're going to start.
Go figure, right?
We've watched up to this point.
Hold on. I want to say something about that. It's funny that it is episode 6 that happens to be one of the top episodes. I almost was about to sign off on this show after about episode 2. It wasn't until the very end that I felt that that's when I knew that I was on board. It was that hallway scene with that fight. Man, how long is that scene? Like 3 or 4 minutes?
That is
brutal, right?
Great scene. And for anybody who doesn't remember, we enter that episode with Matt already broken down, and he's on a couch. He's on Claire's couch. He's been beat up, and at some point he goes up to the roof and he hears a little boy calling out, and he decides to go into action at 60%. So he goes in there already stumbling and begins it was a one shot, right? A one shot fight.
It was a one take, and that's how I knew that I was in for a treat, because it starts with the one guy. He's going into the room. That you hear the kid in the background. They don't show the kid, but you hear him. I want my daddy. I think he says, and he comes back out. And then when Daredevil shows up, that's when I knew somebody was getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
And man, is that a brutal scene. I mean, on and on. I mean, there's things about this show that are very stylistic, and it's almost as if the directors and the writers are showing off. You know, I like that type of stuff. So it's very impressive when I see things like that. But I got to tell you, after that scene, I was on board. I believe that's like an homage to that movie, the old boy, the new one
with the subway scene. Where he's got the hammer.
The hammers, right? And the group of guys.
What I love about the Daredevil fight scenes is that they're so brutal and realistic. You know, you watch all of these other action stars, not just superheroes, action stars. You know, they punch, and unless it's a top henchman or something, or the last guy in the group, he's knocked out. He's knocked out. He's never getting up again.
Right.
That guy is down for the count, and that's just not how it works. People do get knocked down, but a lot of times people get up. A knockout is not the easiest thing in the world to get. Like, you know,
these Russians are
a real good one, but
and these Russians are pretty hard. Apparently,
these are not nobodies. Yeah. So the fact that he's fighting them 2-3 times each,
right?
You know, they're falling. He's beating them up, walking away, starting on this group. He turns around. This guy's getting back up and fighting him a second time. You know, so the choreography there, the way they set that up, the fact that by the end you're sitting there thinking like, Matt, like, you gotta run, guy. Like, you gotta get out of here, bro.
Well, Matt is cool. Again, I wasn't on board until that second episode, but since then, you know, he's turned out to be a really cool type of character. More and more, you asked me if I had any history with the character of Daredevil. Not really. You know, my people were, you know, Spider-Man, you know, the Batmans, the well-known characters, you know. now I kind of see him as more like the Batman of Hell's Kitchen, you know, like it's like Batman if he had no money.
Yeah,
I know, Batman. Right? It's broke Batman. I mean, it seems funny, but you know, that's kind of how he is, you know. And Hell's Kitchen is very Gotham City-esque, you know. So
it's a real similar feel, and and I was not a Daredevil fan growing up. I read comics and whatnot, and loved superheroes and whatnot. Daredevil I never got into it. He showed up every once in a while in somebody else's comic and in a team up, and he was cool. I didn't get into the idea of Daredevil until I started into this season.
Was not a fan of that movie. I gotta say.
I've never seen that movie.
Ben Affleck.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I love Batfleck. You know, Ben Affleck is Batman. Is
Batfleck
it true?
is okay.
Batfleck is cool, but that Daredevil movie was not gangster.
I hear it's great. I hear it's something to see. Speaking of something to see, you ready to watch Daredevil season 1, episode 6?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's roll it. Let's do this.
Damn, all these cops are dirty, bro. Like, there's not one clean cop in here.
Hey, as soon as he hears they're dirty, though,
he just goes to town. Ooh.
Oh, what was that? What did he do there?
He made him bite his walkie-talkie.
No.
Yeah, he did him like American History X, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure he's still alive because Daredevil doesn't kill.
He doesn't kill people, yeah.
Oh.
Should have just stayed asleep, my guy. He probably could have survived that, but he's like, oh, you're alive too? Bang!
You think anybody actually does this?
What he's doing?
With the clipboard with all the string attaching and stuff. Yeah. You don't think they have programs for that?
I mean, but you know how some people are. Some people are just like the old school.
I guess
it helps to visualize, and you know this guy's supposed to be a reporter from back in the day. 30 years.
He looks back in the day.
Yeah.
So
I'll be talking about my guy. He's cool. Every movie I see him in, he's cool.
I've never seen this man before in my life, but
it's funny. You see all these people, you just don't know who they are until you see them in something that you like.
How do you know that? Places that were hit are all controlled by the Russians.
Those are those same coordinates that she got off of the cell phone. Remember, he took the cell phone off of the guy?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that.
Yes, it is. I'll let him know.
Yeah, that guy's just too even keeled. He's too comfortable. That's what makes me uncomfortable and uneasy about that guy, Wesley.
Wesley's cool. I like Wesley.
It's because you're weird too. That's who I'm more worried about. That little old lady, Japanese lady, Gal.
She's dope.
Even he pays her respects.
From the beginning.
Yeah. But he was still breathing, wasn't he?
It's like that Terminator line. He'll live. I'm liking him more and more. The more of these episodes I watch. Foggy, you just seem like a throwaway character, but he's
really cool.
Yeah.
Karen too. I like her character.
Yeah, they're developing them really well.
Tell me what's there, anything you can use.
Rusty nail, syringe,
sawdust over here. Bitch, get serious.
Right? Like I'm in a warehouse.
I called you
I got
for help.
nothing. I got nothing.
Oh. Ah.
Jeez, oh man, bro.
Broiling him. Hell yeah, they're gonna hear him.
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, yep. You heard that. I'm surprised that's all the screaming he's doing. Like,
I'm surprised it wasn't all the cops that heard him.
Yeah.
Like the whole neighborhood should have heard him. Like,
block.
I hear a Russian.
Yeah, see, he just passed out. Just went in the shop.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
We can't hear you.
Oh.
I'm gonna take my hand off your throat.
Look at my guy.
He just froze like that. He's like, he looks like one of those CPR dolls.
I got 2 months on the job.
Oh, not a dirty cop.
Okay.
He was just some dude trying to be a hero.
Yeah. You shouldn't have gone in there, brother.
Second floor!
Bro! Oh, what a move!
Oh, that was good.
And it was the not dirty cop
Yeah.
that made the right move. Like, he put his life on the
Hell
line.
yeah, you call him out on that. Get out of there, Matt. But, like, Matt, don't give him a pass.
It's
That's
like
a criminal.
It's like he can't even be mad. He's doing his job. That's what he's
Yeah.
supposed to do. Damn.
He knocked him out one punch that time.
Yeah, he was like, fuck!
He was mad.
Motherfucker!
You know I gotta lug this Russian back down the stairs now.
There's a complication. A reporter from the bottom. Turn his head.
Turn his head. What type of cold ass shit is that? Turn his head.
Damn.
So you just stand there and let me die, huh? But you couldn't kill me yourself. Is that where you draw the line?
Can he even do that? Can he just let him die? I don't think he would.
You think you're different?
I don't see it happening.
Again, I look at Batman the same way. Depending on which version of Batman you like, sometimes he's like, yeah, he doesn't kill, but he's not going to save you. Exactly. Exactly. He's just a guy. He's literally working from the ground up. Like, he don't know shit.
He don't have 6 satellites.
Right, exactly. He has nothing. He's literally on the ground. This is a grassroots operation.
Bro, I've been beating up poor people all day.
This is not how I die. This is not how it happens.
What?
No, you just still have a bullet in you.
What is your plan here?
I felt like after all that, he deserved a kiss on the lips.
Make sure Matt hasn't been
She hit his forehead?
Yeah,
Oh.
she gave him the friendship kiss.
You'd be losing.
Really? This is the guy with, like, who looks more messed up?
With
Are
his
you
dying
sure?
breath,
Right?
man.
Like, are you sure about this? Yeah, he did die.
Come on.
Don't give him mouth to mouth. Please don't put your mouth on that. Oh, don't put your mouth on that.
Jesus, man.
You think that works?
Well, no, it's just the amount of trauma that his body's going through. I mean, shit.
If you ever stop breathing, I'll punch you in the chest.
Yeah, look, you do whatever you need to do. If I stop breathing.
And I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done.
No, you're not. I don't admire what you're trying to
Cool bad guy.
Yeah, man, he's cold.
change the world.
It's like, no, that's not going to happen.
You think anyone's gonna believe that?
Of course, man. Like, yeah.
You're hiding in the dark, beating people
Right.
up. They're gonna believe
Yes, bro. Yes, exactly. They're going to believe it. What do you mean?
He enjoyed it.
He immediately starts arming himself.
I
though.
know.
I must worry you.
As a man who has seen the bad side of life.
Of everything, right? Like, he's like, yeah, look, I'll make you a deal. Kill the Russian now. He's like, up.
Like, I know what he's gonna choose.
I knew this was going south, right?
Detective, you gonna stop being straight with me?
Oh, shit! Yo, I thought it was over for him.
Yeah, it
I
looked
just knew
bad.
It was over for him. Damn, he just fucking his reputation all the way up.
Oh, they got him beating up police.
Yeah, bro, it's a wrap for you.
Oh,
That's the guy who saved my life.
This guy? Jesus.
Yeah.
Like he didn't kill you.
You sitting, man.
They're saying that you shot those cops.
It's all Fisk.
just tell her no, it wasn't me and hang up.
Right?
Get out of here.
It wasn't me. I'm busy.
Yeah.
Call you back.
You think
Jeez.
Matt, wait.
And I like his character more and more. He said that with a smile, like just like, I might die today if I don't ever talk to you.
How does he seem startled?
Yeah, like
That guy would have been loud as hell dragging himself over there,
Right.
even if you don't have super senses.
Exactly. You should have been like, "What are you doing?"
As soon as he moved.
I bet you they kill that cop.
Ah, he's a good guy. That's
Yep.
right.
I bet you they kill him.
They can't have any.
So yep. Damn, bro. It's a city full of just
Damn, man.
rats.
Man, that's the thanks he got for doing the right thing. and learning
Yeah.
them.
Jeez, man, this must be a terrible place to live. Like, for real.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
You turn evidence on Fisk. You could throw some more police,
That's right.
judges.
Yeah, like how are you
What do you
building
do
a
with
kid?
something
Yeah,
like that?
exactly. Like he does own like half the police force.
Half.
Yeah, and I was being generous. Yeah.
All but one until recently.
Yeah, right. He was just a new guy.
Would you feel the same way then? Or would you be men? And do what you know you must do.
That's some hard shit.
Did you know
Will you be
about the
men?
man? His name is Leland Owsley.
Okay, nice.
That's the white guy.
Yeah, that's the banker guy.
You what?
He looks like a Leland Owsley.
Yeah, he does look like a Leland.
Yeah, right?
Leland. What's your name? Leland.
Do math.
Do math, Leland.
You're going to be an accountant, sir. Yeah.
That was a bit dramatic.
Yeah. This is like my kids walking into a bedroom. Like, why are you doing this?
Gotta go to bed. These Russians like to go out singing, bro.
Is that a thing, or did you just make up that stereotype?
It seems like in every movie they always go out singing some obscure Russian song
That might be true in every single movie that they had a Russian, and I don't remember that once.
and drunk.
So I'm gonna call BS on that one and say that you just made that up. All right, that's Daredevil season 1, episode 6. Chris, what'd you think?
What a great episode! What a great episode! A lot of twists, a lot of turns. I thought my reporter dude was definitely going to get it.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
They had him lined up.
They had him lined up. I just knew he was going to eat that one, but no, it was the cop, which was satisfying. Not because he was a cop, but he was a dirty cop.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, his partner survived. But man, this was a great episode. Great episode.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a whole lot. This was a really good episode. I can see why it ended up in that top 10 of Daredevil episodes. It was from the beginning. I mean, you open up with him already caught up by the police.
I didn't know how he was going to make it out of
Yeah,
there, right?
it looked like, oh, he's a goner.
Yeah.
He's going to at least have to go to the station and break out from there. Are they going to unmask him?
Well, what's funny is that, I'm like, well, you're a hero. You're not supposed to fight cops. You're not supposed to hurt cops, right? But turns out every cop in this show is dirty,
Yeah.
except the one.
And as soon as he realized that, he didn't hesitate.
was over,
There
right?
No
Yeah.
hesitation. He Cobra Kai'd him.
Yeah.
He struck first immediately. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, that-
Silence all witnesses?
The one guy definitely ate the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
ate
that
the
was
walkie-talkie.
rough.
American History X style, bro.
Yeah, and then the episode continues really tense in that way. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. You want to get into our ratings?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. Grab my handy dandy whiteboard here. Let's see. Now this is on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. All right. And
What you got?
after that episode, I ended up at a 3.9.
okay. So I'm at a 4.2.
Okay, we're not too far apart.
But
we're
I
not
mean,
too far
like,
apart.
did you have to write it so big? Okay, yeah. We can see it's 3.9.
Yeah, I want it to be visible, man.
Jeez, oh man. Okay.
Do it big. There we go. All right. So, how'd you end up at 4.2?
Well, again, this was a very good episode. There was a lot of twists and turns that I did not see coming. I was surprised. There's a lot of characters that I didn't expect to begin to like later on in episode, like what's his name, Vladimir.
Yeah, he was good.
I didn't dislike him, but he turned out to be the cooler of the two brothers. I like that line that he says to him, "What are you going to do? Or you going to be like men, or whatever? He says, be like men." You know, all Russian like. But I was like, yeah, okay. You know, Vladimir turned out to be a really cool character. Someone else that I liked a lot is Foggy. He just seemed like a throwaway side character. I grew to really enjoy who he is as a character. He's saving all these people out of the burning building, and then it turns out he was injured himself. Like just a really cool character. He has a lot of good moral compass. I guess is a good way to describe it.
Yeah, he's a strong character, and I gotta say, I wanted to give this episode at least a 4, but 4 is a really strong rating from me. And the only reason I didn't is because earlier you were mentioning that fight scene at the end of the second episode, and I know a great episode doesn't necessarily mean spectacle, but the spectacle of that fight scene in that second episode is hard to beat.
Yes.
And so the fact that episode didn't end up on the list, and I know the rest of the episode is a lot slower, and it's only that last fight scene that really brings it home. But because that episode wasn't on the list, I thought, oh, we're getting a kick-ass fight scene in this episode. And while there was some great action in it, there was plenty of kick-assery. But
nice.
But it didn't rise to the level of that fight scene, and unfortunately, that kind of hurt the episode for me. Maybe that's because of my own expectations. But going into the 6th episode, you should have the expectations built up from the 2nd episode.
Right.
So
I would agree with you.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
There's nothing that I've seen so far up to this episode that's kind of matched.
Yeah.
The intensity of that second episode, that ending fight scene.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but not necessarily. I'm interested in other things now in the show. However, I do want to see something that kind of matches that level, because that second fight, or that second episode, that ending fight was badass.
I'm sure that we're gonna get some good ones. Nobody sends out the best and only on episode 2 and then nothing again. So I'm sure we have some big fights coming. I'm sure probably on this list of top Daredevil episodes. So we're gonna come to it.
I know that we're talking about a different, technically different Marvel property, but Marvel has a problem with sticking the landing in these shows. And I'm not saying that this is necessarily the case with this show, but even with shows that I love, Falcon Winter Soldier was a prime example. They have a problem with really hitting that target on the landing.
Yeah, you say that sometimes, and I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would rate it quite that way or categorize it that way. I feel like they come in for a safe landing. It's not a bad landing ever. It's just not. It's not going to be a 10 out of 10 every time.
Safe landing is.
But
I would agree with you there.
They come in for a consistent 8 every single time. They know they're 8. They know the beats, and you know them. You know that. Look, we're not gonna. Infinity War is an anomaly. We are not going to end with the villain winning. That's not going to happen. This is going to end only one way. The good guys are going to save the day. We're just going to find out how we're going to get to that point. And I'm okay with that. That's what I want from a superhero show or a movie. I don't really want them to be Infinity Wars.
But you're talking about a movie, not the show.
Right.
The movies, they're better at it. The shows, it seems like they have a problem with kind of just completing the story in a satisfying way without it, being the same typical cookie cutter faceless army.
It is cookie cutter.
Masks.
I like the faceless army. I like that part of it because I want to see them beat up a lot of people, and the only way you do that is with a faceless army. So bring on the robots, the aliens, just punch them all. Like, I'm down.
Well, okay. Well, it works when it works, but sometimes it can be tiring.
It's not a perfect formula, but it's a good formula.
Again, I'm not saying that here. This is a different Marvel property. You know, I
right?
know that it's different writers. It was on a different platform entirely,
right?
You know? But you know,
yeah, that makes a difference, and I think that you're right. The Netflix series end very differently from the MCU series. You know, it's not nearly as clean as a WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, partially because those are potentially one-offs, so they have to end more cleanly.
That's a good point.
But
they're also shorter seasons as well. You know, 6, 7, 8 episode seasons.
Right.
You know,
and so you're really condensing a lot of the story into a small time frame, but at the same time,
more or less like mini movies, if you would describe it that way.
But you know, you go in, you spend your money, you get your money's worth. You know, you're not necessarily going to have your socks blown off most of the time with a lot of these Marvel series, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to have a satisfying ride, and that's what I come for. Like I didn't show up to have my mind challenged or like that. I want to see a guy fly around with his underwear on the outside of his pants for a change. So I think that's what I need in my life sometimes.
Well, when you say it like that, I mean, reducing it all the way down, it makes me wonder what I'm doing with my life, you know, but I see your point.
Doing good things. You're watching these Marvel movies. You're making some good decisions, brother. All right, so that's our coverage on Daredevil Season 1, Episode 6.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you so much. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified anytime we drop new content. We're going to be dropping all kinds of new content over the next few weeks. We've got a lot of Marvel shows. I know we're going to get to Cobra Kai. Got to do The Boys. Got to have it. So be on the lookout, subscribe so that you're the first to know. Thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you next time. Peace.